Good morning. French Open. If I had to choose my favourite Grand Slam, it would be the French Open. They spread the first round over 3 days, so we're not faced with 64 matches in a day. We've just got 32 today. Clay gives you more opportunities for trading, both in the men's and the ladies. And the sun's always shining on the first day, don't know why. I have to give up a Sunday for it, but it's worth it. So I'm a little bit croaky this morning, so bear with me. Did all the trading advice yesterday. It was quite a long day, good day, but a long day, so I thought I'd do the video this morning. So I'm going to go through the matches, not in huge detail, just really looking for some value. Obviously, I don't want to give everything away on a free video when people have paid for this information. So let's just jump in straight on to the men's. As usual in Grand Slams, you've got a lot of short-priced favourites. No one gets a buy into the second round in slams. You'll also get quite a few short prices in the second round as well, but there's always some value knocking about. Okay, on to the men's. Chilit should be comfortable. Difficult one there, Papirin and Humbert. Start around evens, or it certainly was yesterday when I got this information. I give Pop a slight advantage in that one. Probably going to be a long match, 4 or 5 sets in that one. Laying the set 1 winner seems like a decent option if it's going to be a tight match. Rude should be comfortable-ish against Gulbis. There's no value on him at the start. Gulbis really should take a set. He had a decent year last year, very disappointing this year. Got to go with Rude to win it, but no value at the start. You could always lay him, but the way that Gulbis has been playing, I want to see that he gives a toss before I start putting any money on him. Okay, what else have we got? Difficult to trust Jaziri the way he's playing. Similar situation to Gulbis, he really should take a set there. Be careful with stake size in that one. Absolutely anything can happen in that one. A little bit surprised to see Dimitrov so low, 119 against Tipsarevic. Obviously Tipsarevic hasn't played a great deal of tennis recently. He's pretty good on clay, and I'm sure that his personality will mean that he's really up for this match. Big stage against a big opponent. He's got to take at least a set there. Could try a lay at the start. Try and catch Dimitrov cold. Lay around 115-ish. And remove your liability between 1.3 and 1.4. Dimitrov should win it. I just don't see him having an easy day. What else? Nishikori should be comfortable. Never know with him though recently. Schwartzman looks good. His form's improved recently. Fuksovic's form has dipped recently. He has played well. Doubt Schwartzman takes that in straight sets. Worth backing him if he's a set down. Okay, what else have we got? Ramos should be able to get something out of that match. Really looking for 4 or 5 sets from that one. So really lay whichever player breaks first, or lay the set 1 winner. You've got a chance of taking some profit there. Federer should be comfortable. Just have a feeling he might struggle in the first round. He's won this before. He's not great on clay compared to how he is on other surfaces. But he should be able to get through that. without too many headaches, but we will see. Berankis is poor on clay, not likely to give Goffin too many problems. Kohlschreiber should come through there, but it's a crap price on him. Haase can play on clay, really bad form over the last few months. If his serve is on today, you can keep the sets close. But I've got to go with Kohlschreiber on that one. And that's a tricky one at the end. Vesely and Leo Mayer. Very difficult one. It's difficult to separate them there. Mayer's leads 5-1 in the head-to-heads. Overall results favour Vesely in the last 12 months and also in 2019. And his clay results are also a little bit better. I think with the head-to-head and the stats slightly being on Vesely, that's going to be a long match. Tight match, there won't be too many breaks. Bit of value on Vesely, but I think Mayer's gonna nick it. I'm going to be looking to back Mayer above evens on that one. So not too much there in the men's. I think most people prefer the women's. So let's move straight on to there. Okay, Kerber at the top. As always, she should be comfortable. Potapova's got a chance to put her under pressure if Kerber starts a little bit slow. I really don't see Kerber losing that one unless she is injured. Martic should be comfortable, really strong this year. She's won 12 of 14 on clay this year. Be ideal if she goes a breakdown in the first set. Muguruza, scary player to back sometimes. Certainly won't be backing her at 1.3. Obviously, she won the title in 2016, made the semis last year. She's got to be expected to have a good run. Townsend may give her a little scare, but nothing major. A little bit surprised to see Joanna Larsson at 1.75 there. She did play a little bit better last year. They've both had poor results in the last year. Rabarikova has got slightly better results, or slightly less worse. She did reach the third round last year. Expect plenty breaks of serve in that one. Values on Rabarikova. I've been looking to lay Larsson around about 1.5 and remove the liability around about 2. Very good chance Rabarikova takes that. Who else have we got? Kuznetsova, when she came back from injury, she made a great start, made the quarterfinals in, I forget where, can't remember. Lugano, was it? Since then, she's struggled for consistency. Kokova has come through the qualifying rounds. I think Kuznetsova could struggle a little bit there. Experience of the big stage ought to be enough just to get her through. I think anything above 1.7 is worth a go on Kuznetsova, but be careful with that one. What else? Siegmund. We just need a bigger price on her. 1.37 is too short. She's been playing reasonable tennis. Still a little bit rusty, I think. Vondrasova should have no problems against Wang. Wang has, sorry if I keep saying her, Wang has won 3 of 11 in the last 12 months on clay and lost all 4 of her clay matches this year. No value on Vondrasova unless she has an absolute nightmare at the start. No value on Bencic. Always interesting with Kozlova. She so often is behind on the stats on paper, but performs above her stats, which doesn't really make sense, because then if that was actually the case, or not just my perception, her stats would be better. She's a difficult one to assess sometimes. It is the first meeting. Overall results are slightly better for Kozlova in the last 12 months and also this year. Pera has stronger clay results. She's won 12 of 15 this year, which is obviously impressive. Kozlova's won 10 of 13 though. Pera came through the qualifying round. She did win a clay title in an ITF a couple of weeks ago, and it was a decent field in that tournament. Slight edge for Pera, but I expect Kozlova to be competitive. Back Pera around about 1.9 seems decent value. Okay, Svitolina. Let's have a look. Head-to-head's 1-1 with Venus. Most recent was 2017 on a hard court, Svitolina in 2. Venus won on clay in 2015. Not sure how relevant that is. Overall results a little bit better for Venus in the last 12 months and this season. Clay results favour Venus as well. Svitolina reached the third round last year. She hasn't matched her 2018 form so far this season. I threw myself there. I thought I'd said Venus made the third round. If I did, no, Svitolina made the third round. Venus reached the fourth round in 2017, but did lose in the first round last year. I think there's some value on Venus there. She's obviously well used to playing Grand Slams. The occasion certainly isn't going to bother her at all. So some value on her. I think this goes to 3. Lay Svitolina around about 1.35. Remove liability 1.7. Could be worth laying the first set winner as well. I don't think Svitolina's going to have an easy day there. Thought we might get a little bit better price on Mladenovic. She's had a difficult 12 months certainly. She's definitely started playing better tennis on clay. I think that one back Mladenovic if she loses set 1. Could also lay her. She's too low at 1.21. Try a lay around about 1.15 and take the liability out at 1.3. What else? Brady favourite against Jurovic. I'd expect Jurovic to take, blinded by the sun, I expect Jurovic to take at least a set. Try a lay on Brady around about 1.3, take the liability out 1.6. I think that's going to be close. Pliskova against Brengel should be one-sided. She reached the semis in 2017, lost to Sharapova last year. In the third round. Certainly no value there. You could argue that at that sort of price it can only be a lay. And yeah, she does often start slowly, as a lot of the top players do. In the big tournaments, they tend to be looking forward to having a good first week in the slams, and they just take their eye off the ball in the first set of the first match. You could try a lay there, but obviously we expect Pliskova to come through. Herzog, Sasnovich. I was hoping that Herzog was going to be underdog in that one. As soon as I saw that, I favoured her to win it. Good way, son. Overall results favour Sasnovich in the last 12 months and in 2019, but Clay results are favouring Herzog again in the last 12 months, and this season she's won 10 of 13. So I'm obviously wanting to back Herzog, but I want round about 1.9 before I do. Chance of 3 sets in that one. Another match there, Sorribes Tormo against Van Uytvanck. I was hoping Tormo was going to be favourite in that one. Van Uytvanck won their only previous match, which was on clay, but back in 2015. Overall results favour Tormo. They're pretty even this season, and there's not too much between them on clay, so the value there is on Sorribes Tormo. But I just think Van Uytvanck is going to come through. She's got a decent record at the French Open. She reached the quarterfinals in 2015. Sorribes Tormo never won a main draw match at the French Open, so it's maybe a bigger deal for her. We'll back Van Uytvanck around 1.9. Sloane Stephens, she'll find a way to make that hard work. Misaki Doi has an awful record on clay. She's won 1 of her last 10. Stephens reached the final last season. Bit of pressure on her. She's got a lot of points to defend. I can see her making a slow start, but really there's no value in that one. So the Croaky Voice just about made it through. I've gone through those pretty quickly. A lot of the matches, as I said in the first round, don't offer a lot of value. Good luck with those. I'll be in the TradeShark Skype chat room. There's a link on the blog if you want to join us in there. And I will see you tomorrow.